Back at it again with the 428 Shibuya Scrimble.
Yeah, the Scrimble. The thing is, I don't think we'll be continuing with the Scrimble. White man jump scare.
White man and jump scare, it's over. What was the situation last time? Okay, so I can't continue Kano because what happened?
You can look at the thing.
Actually, no, I got to here and it says, nah, fuck that shit. I understand. I haven't done anything with Osawa. Got a bad end with Tama, and it's either Achi or Osawa that's gonna get Tama out the bad ending. And I'm telling you, somehow Tama is gonna be the one that's gonna get Kano out of his bullshit. So I'll... Achi, I mean,
know.
Achi's kind of like at gunpoint, but like... he's off of his bad ending, but like, I'll go with Osawa instead.
Wealth, status, honor. None of these mean anything to me. All I want is a peaceful life. To put worry behind me, stay calm and serene, to be free of worldly concerns, free at any cost.
That's crazy.
A cheery rhythm pumped from the CD player set up against the study wall. It was the latest hit from Aya Kamiki, the songwriter sensation who was blowing up with pop charts in 2007 or something. Kenji Osawa reached for the stereo remote on his desktop. He ratcheted the volume up a little louder. The bass knob would go like at the max. He looked like the sort of man who'd be more interested in classical music, but the fact he was a huge fan of the girl rock popular with middle schoolers. But in fact, whatever. Closing his eyes, he swayed back and forth in time with the music, humming his favorite lyrics in the rhythm. But his movement faltered. Movements. It's no use. Aya's voice usually soothed whatever ailed him, but today even she couldn't help. Today Osawa was a complete wreck in both body and mind. Mounds of paperwork were scattered across the desktop in the study. It's all of it about viruses and vaccines. It had only been a week since he'd returned from a business trip to his company's branch office in the US, and he was slated to go back in another week's time. There was a truly staggering amount of work he needed to get through while he was at home. He picked up on one of the papers, glanced at it aimlessly, then tossed it back onto the desk. Slumping back in his chair, he let out a long, deep sigh. He was in no mental state to work right now. A faint knock at the door barely roused him from his torpor. Director, may I come in? It was his vice director, Mamoru Tanaka.
Oh my god, Tanaka, Amazing Commodities? It's him.
Tanaka is like
A common name, I know, but like...
It's like one of the most common names ever. It's like John.
I know that fact, but like...
John Tanaka.
Imagine
John
being...
Amazing Commodities.
Imagine it being called the John, bro. That's crazy.
Sure, the door's open. We keep making references to Persona.
One series.
One game. One. Tanaka came into the study. I know it's not a great time, but Osawa could barely make out his words. He tapped the remote, lowering the volume of the music. Tanaka continued apologetically. A call came in from the lab. They're hoping for a response to the email they sent yesterday. I'm sure they don't need it today. Apparently, they do need an answer as soon as possible, sir. I did ask them to give you some more time, but I see, Osawa said wearily. All right then. Tanaka dipped his head slightly and slipped out of the room. Osawa contemplated his colleague. Tanaka was a man he could truly depend on. He has enough of his own work to do. He didn't need to come here again today, but he did. He had been working in close concert ever since Osawa had gotten back to Japan. But Tanaka supported there was no way he would be in a mindset to do any work at all right now. Sidling up to his computer, Osawa opened his email program and started answering the work-related messages. He reported on his business travel expenses, offered his opinions on the capital investments, requested confirmation on current medicinal stockpiles. He worked with the bleak detachment. None of this meant anything to him right now. Then a new email appeared in his inbox. The sender was identified simply as A.
Is this blackmail?
The subject line read, 1 year ago, South Africa. The message body was blank, but there appeared to be multiple images attached.
It's blackmail.
Ordinarily, Osawa would have deleted a message like this immediately, assuming that it contained some kind of virus. The word South Africa drew his attention. Could this possibly be related to? He couldn't help but to wonder. For a long moment, he hovered the cursor over one of the image files. At last, as if spurred on by the upbeat rhythm in his ears, he double-clicked the mouse. What is this? The grainy photograph showed a large room with a dozen or so people laid out in beds. It appeared to be the same sort of medical ward. It appeared to be some sort of medical ward. So I felt a strange flutter in his chest. He quickly opened another image. This one showed a close-up of one of the patients in his bed. Larger red blotches covered his face. A large volume of blood appeared to be dripping from his ears and nostrils. A cold shudder ran up Osawa's spine. What the hell? These symptoms. Osawa opened up the remaining image files. Each new picture showed another of the patients. They all appeared to be teetering on the brink of death. There was no doubt about it. These people were infected with the UA virus.
The UA virus belongs to family that one. It is a member of the same family as the Ebola virus, because UA virus is fulminant hemorrhagic fever. It is capable of airborne transmission, although natural count pass on infection before symptoms manifest. The US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have assigned the virus to risk group for the classification of the most dangerous infectious agents.
This game was released before the like Ebola epidemic, like in 2014, and obviously before COVID. So
Yeah.
you know
Hmm.
they didn't know, but how? Questions tumbled through Osawa's mind. His fingers tapped out a quick message. He doubted he'd get a response, but he might as well try. Who are you? Where are these images from?
Flower.
The UA virus got its name from a Swahili word for flower. Supposedly, this was based on the fact that the propagated form of the virus resembled the petals of a flower. Despite the flowery name, however, the disease was anything but pretty. UA didn't just mean flower, it also meant to kill. And as the name suggested, the virus had a mortality rate of 100% in those it managed to infect. Moreover, there was a very short incubation period between infection, the onset of symptoms, and death. Within roughly 12 hours, bleeding was set in throughout the body everywhere, the bones and muscles lethal results due to its incredibly high mortality rate. 100%. The disease's very existence had been kept hidden from the public knowledge. From the public knowledge? From public knowledge. Osawa's computer chimed to signify the arrival of a new email. Sender was A. Here to open the message. Once again, the subject line read, 1 year ago, South Africa. Your crimes. Osawa started to stare at those two words. My crimes? That left him only with further questions. He looked again at the images from the previous email. What makes any of this my crimes? He could see that the patient's bleeding was severe. He estimated that several hours had passed since the onset of the disease. It wouldn't be long before their lives were cut short. Feel that agony, that suffering, and then to perish. Am I to blame for that? It's very obvious to you right now, probably, that this is like the serious plot line.
Why this one though?
Well, it's mostly serious. There's also some gags, because of course there's some gags, but like a lot of plot is like revealed in this one specifically.
Like why? I thought Kano was like the main character. Everybody else is just a side character.
All of these are main characters, man.
Yeah, but like some of them are more main characters, you know. I don't think Tamba is a very main character.
Kano, Kano, not Kano.
I don't care.
I keep saying Kano. Kano's plot is the longest, though.
Okay, but like this is like Whiplash, because like every other one is not that serious, and then this happens.
Yeah, I would say this one is the shortest, I think, or maybe the second shortest. It's like, yeah, Tama, and this one are the shortest.
I see.
So like, yeah.
Unfortunate. I must see more Tama, more Goofy Cat.
I mean, there's still enough Goofy Cat to go around. We can move to a different campaign if you want,
Nah.
or we could continue this.
I mean, how much longer is this before the? Because nothing has really happened. I'm looking at choice that might change something, but looking at this, I don't think anything from this campaign will change anything from any of the other campaigns right now.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah.
It
So
might later. It might later. But
yeah, nothing.
Right now, no.
Yeah, this shit ain't that serious yet, bro. This shit is not that serious.
Let's return to some goofy shit. So like any of the other ones. Here we go. 10 minutes on the dot, the driver announced. In her car, righted himself and looked out the window. Shibuya Station. I knew you could do it, Mr. Kimizuka. He told the driver how to get to Heaven Publishing. It shouldn't be more than 5 minutes further. Sir, if I may ask, just what are you in such a hurry over? Son of a bitch. I beg your pardon? Kimizuka bristled. Not you, the guy who's waiting on me, Minorikawa said. I'm gonna give that son of a bitch a piece of my mind. Yeah! Do-do-do-do-do-do. I thought the game needed that. The multi-tenant building where Heaven Publishing had its offices came into view. The taxi stopped outside. Minorikawa opened the door as he hurriedly reached for his wallet, then he stopped. What if the worst had come to pass and he needed to take Toyama to our hospital? Should he have the taxi wait here? Or would it be better to call an ambulance? So is there a problem? The driver asked. Lol.
Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling. Wait here, I'll be back. And her car was out of the cab in an instant and running for the building. Once inside, he avoided the elevator in favor of rushing up the stairs. Heaven Publishing rented out the third and fourth floors. In all likelihood, Toyama would be the editing. It would be at the editing department of 4-star General Gossip on the 4th floor. When he got there, however, the door was locked. Mr. Toyama! Hey, Mr. Toyama! He shouted the bag, but there was no reply. Something was seriously wrong. Minarikawa took a deep breath and then kicked the door in. Whoa! Toyama was standing on the stool, about to slip his head into a noose that hung from the ceiling. What the hell are you doing? Minarikawa lunged for Toyama. The two men crashed to the floor in a tangled heap. A pile of clothes slid off of a nearby desk and fell on top of them. Minarikawa, what are you doing? Toyama whined. Drawing himself back to his feet proved something of a challenge. That's what I'd like to know. Minarikawa's fury was mounting. What the hell is this all about? He jabbed an accusing finger at the noose hanging from the ceiling. Oh, that? One of the fluorescent lights died. I was just swapping it out. Don't you feed me that bullshit. What was that phone call all about? That business about how the only thing you could do was die. Tell me. It was just a joke. Grandma curled his lips into a faint semblance of a smile. Minarikawa wasn't buying it, but he didn't have time to press the issue. A cute little voice echoed through the editing office. Daddy, I'm back from the store. A little girl came walking in carrying a length of rubber gas tubing. It was Toyama's 5th grade daughter, Anna.
I see.
Imagining a 10-year-old coming back to his dad, like. I don't know why I'm laughing at that, but like, come on, man. Sending your child off to the store while you prepare the noose is crazy. Toyama, you are planning to use that hose to. Hesitated to end the sentence with gas yourself to death. Well, you know, it's almost gas heater season after all. The hell it is! It was a beautiful sunny April day outside. Well, you know how sensitive I am to the cold. This was getting truly ridiculous. Ridiculous. And Arkawa got right up in his face. Listen, bro. I'm sorry. Listen, just explain to me what the heck is going on, okay? Bro, accident.
I don't care to have to go through all of that again. You're not allowed to do that. without consequences.
Listen, just explain to me what the heck is going on, okay? He kept his voice low, but his eyes were steely. Anna clung tightly to her father, gazing worriedly at the two men. No, it's just. Grandma let out a long, heavy sigh of resignation. Lol. To progress further, you'll need to jump from another protagonist. Yep, oh, there was something. So you need to unlock Tama's story, get out the bad end.
Well, I guess only Archie is left, so that's the good point. How does he get out of this situation?
The man with the cane aimed his gun at me, his face devoid of emotion. I'm reading a lot right now. Please, the girl said, the trembling. Why are you doing this? But the man did not reply.
Unfortunately, my characters are all locked out.
Yeah, Quickly, Achi stepped in between Hitomi and the gun, spreading his arms wide. Stop! He said in English, one of the very few English words he knew. He quickly reverted back to Japanese. Who the hell are you? Still, the man did not respond. You know this guy, Hitomi? No. Achi was sure he'd never seen the man either. What are you after? Money? I got all the money in the world. Because if you are, boy, are you wasting your time chasing us. The man furrowed his brow, adjusting his point of aim to Achi's face. His bloodthirsty gaze left Achi no doubt that he was willing to pull the trigger. Reflexively, Achi took a step back, his foot clattering against a discarded beer bottle. We're going to get gunned down for sure, unless we can find some way to catch this guy off guard. It didn't need to be much. If Hachi could just distract the gunman for a moment, buy himself the briefest window. Shoot me then. Go on, do it! He stepped forward as he shouted, hoping the provocation would confuse the guy for just long enough. Even as Hachi moved, the gunman's attention was distracted for an instant by a sudden sound. The phone in his breast pocket was ringing. Seeing his chance, Achi. This is some Henry Stickmin bullshit,
Yeah.
by the way.
So I will imagine this is like his ass is way too slow to do that. He's not gonna like crouch down, grab the bottle, stand up, smack him in the head. He's just gonna get shot. Okay. This I don't think it'll work because like run where, bro? Run where? Unless there's like some bug upstairs I don't know about. So this is like a 50-50 chance he gets shot or he's him, okay?
Okay.
So I'll do this and see Achi get shot.
Seeing his chance, Achi led forward to an attempt to wrest the gun away. He reached out with both hands, attempting to knock it to the floor. The man's grip on the weapon was stronger than he expected, however, and he shoved Achi away with surprising force.
He's dead. It's over.
The gunman's posture radiated a ferocious determination. His eyes, though, were like a dead man's, wide and hollow. It was unsettling, to say the least. Who the heck is this guy? Hitomi, Achi shouted. Get out of here now! Hitomi was rooted in place with terror. Run! Snapping out of it, at last she bolted for the door. She paused in the doorway to look back at him. Achi? What the hell are you waiting for? Achi snarled. Get out of here, now! Finally, Hitomi slipped out of the building. At some point, the assassin had managed to snatch up a beer bottle in his free hand. Uh-oh!
Oh.
Achi tried to duck, but he was a hair too slow. The makeshift weapon caught him in the left ear. He staggered, his head spinning, barely able to tell which way he was up. His vision dimmed, but still he refused to yield. He headbutted the man in the nose as hard as he could. The assassin staggered backwards. Then all the remaining strength left Achi's body.
That's crazy. Bro didn't even shoot
It
him,
almost worked.
It almost worked. Okay, well, it's gonna be the stupidest one. Nah, I'm running.
Hitomi, Achi grabbed her. Yep.
Nice
He tried-
nice slide the show PNG, bro.
I mean, dude, they have the budget. You know the fact they were like shooting in Shibuya, bro, with like actors and shit, but like they didn't have the budget. He charged the man in the door, kicking at the cane he leaned on. The assassin lost his balance and stumbled to the left. Run! Still holding Hitomi's hand, Achi rushed out the club.
Well, this
Hooray,
clearly
you
worked.
only lost like €1, not 2. The 2 sprinted away through the side streets and alleys of Shibuya. Actually began to feel as if they were running some maddening maze.
You see, when I picked the first option, I expected him to do that as well, but I think,
Oh.
but Archie's a bit stupid.
I mean, he did say he was not the brightest tool in the shed. The sharpest tool, I mean. Before long, the two had made it almost as far as Aoyama. Wait up. Huh? Achi, wait up. Oh, that was like her saying that. Achi glanced back at Hitomi. Ah, my bad. Guess we've been running pretty hard. Oh, I confused them again. Okay, whatever. Hitomi shook her head. No, it's just I have to get to Dogenzaka. Dogenzaka? What for?
You,
What could she
how do you
possibly
mix
need
them
to
up
do there
again?
now? Whatever. That's what I was told when I handed over the Atachi case. The man leaned in to whisper to Hitomi as he reached out for the case. You're going to do exactly as I tell you. 2 things. He wore a cool, feigned smile, as if this were some casual conversation. First, you're going to go to Dongenzaka and get in the blue van there. Hitomi nodded wordlessly. Second, you will not attempt to contact either the police or your family in the meantime. His chilling tone brooked no argument. Just those 2 things, and we will let your sister go. That blue van from the intro, by the way.
Ah, I see.
Hitomi nodded again. The man flashed her a big, bright grin. Okay then. Give me the money. A blue van in Dongenzaka, huh? Hachimade. So that's why you said the police were a no-go. Yes, exactly. Tommy's voice betrayed her desperation. I wonder if your sister is in the van then. If she is, then we gotta hurry. The issue lay in how to get to Dongenzaka. We could probably avoid their pursuer if they kept to streets only the locals usually knew about. That means staying off the more well-trafficked routes like Roppongi-dori or the stretch between like I don't know, the side roads south of the station were their best bet.
Miyama Suzaka.
Miyamasuzaka. It was going to be a long detour. Alright, come on. Turning,
Oops, I have to
yeah.
select.
Turning, Achi headed back the way they'd come. After a moment's confusion, Hitomi followed. Achi? There was a note of worry in her voice. Hey, don't sweat it. I actually live in Dogenzaka. We're heading right back to my old neighborhood. Hitomi bowed her head. Thank you so much. Hey, it's no problem. I had to head home anyway. Hachi gave her a grin, and she cracked a tiny smile of her own. Okay, you two. Got a minute? Hachi looked around. A pair of men approached from across the street. There was something shady looking about them. Hachi's protective instincts kicked in, and he stepped in front of Hitomi. These guys meant trouble. He wanted to be ready.
Oh my god, it's the lone shark.
We just want to ask you something. The younger of the 2 men drew in closer, a sharp gleam in his eye. Hachi braced himself. Asks what? You know where the Nokane building is? The man held up a flyer. It was for some sort of health food sales demo. Come on, man. The Nokane building. You know where that is or not? Hachi knew the name. Was that one of the buildings on the center guy? It was near Dongenzaka, in the same direction he was going. You already know, yeah. I don't like the thought of these two following Hitomi and me. Achi pointed them in the opposite direction from center guy. Pretty sure it's that way, he said. Thanks, man. Sorry to bug you. The two men headed off towards the main road. The bro in like the brown is dripped out of his mind, by the way.
Insane. Anyways, I'll give you a break. I'll switch to Tama.
Lone shark drip. Lean.
But hey, a job's a job. Oh, we already got this. Wait, wait. Oh my god.
It's him.
All around the pack, we see an old-looking man standing in the doorway. It's Junichi Yanagishita. He's the guy who hired us. I heard that, Chiri. Don't you go call him my product junk. That's disrespectful. Chiri gave him an apologetic look. Oops, sorry about that. You should be, but whatever. If you really have doubts, I will try for yourself. Mr. Yanagishita closes out a bottle of burning camera from his coat pocket. Twice glance, it looks like some it's kind of energy supplement with a cheapo label that gives an immediate impression of sketchiness. Go on, it says Yanagishita, give it a go. Chiri reaches out to take it. But no sooner does she grab the bottle than Mr. Yanagishita shouts but once more. Wait, hold on. What? Chiri squawks. What gives? You two. You're both good stomach-wise. Stomach-wise? Yeah, drinking this stuff on the empty stomach can cause some pretty nasty problems. Just make sure you drink with something beforehand. Doesn't matter what, really. Wait, nasty problems? Yeah. It's just what, I ask. Right out to say. Nobody would buy it otherwise. Seriously? It's all good. I just had lunch, Chiri says. She flashes a carefree smile. Well, I haven't eaten yet, but on the other hand, I've been guzzling as much iced tea as I can fill myself up. It's probably safe for me to try this stuff.
I feel like this is a free beer, I think.
I think the answer is a no. honestly, I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Chiri twists off the cap. Bottoms up, she declares, and proceeds to noisily gulp her bottle down. Doesn't seem like she minds it. It was actually pretty tasty after all. Huh? Are we gonna have some too? Sailing should have flashed me a look. I guess I might as well try it just a little bit. No. No, I said no. Why did you do this to me? I stick the bottle of burning camera into my mascot head mouth. It's an unexpected smell like curry. Getting my own lips around the bottle, I dropped down the liquid inside. Why? Huh? Doesn't taste like anything. A handful of seconds go by. What the heck? There's like firecracker just explode inside my mouth. Now it's spicy. Way too spicy. It's like I just swallowed chili pepper coated with carrot powder. Before I know it, I'm sweating bullets. Where are they sweating? Mr. Yanagishita asks. Cold lot? You are, aren't you? Why does she sound so happy about that? That's okay, that's the magic of burning cameras work. Why is that like medieval music in the background?
Because this medieval motherfucker just gave her the potion of sweating profusely.
That's insane. Chiri and I are at a loss for words. Burning camera. Recall I want to just burn those pounds of her. How's that sound? Good, huh? This is just so stupid spicy it makes you sweat, Chiri belts out. Melts into the spirit of roof. Yeah? I guess you're right, Yanagishita says. He hangs his head. What is in this stuff? I ask. I can still feel my tongue tingling. My body's almost too numb to move. I'm so shocked I even forgot to get the pepper the angry. So this is the health food product got board from America a few years back, Yanagishita explains. But the import agency went out of business not long after and they couldn't move it with merch, so I bought up the whole lot. Everything they had in their storehouse, spent all the money I had on it. Chiri arches an eyebrow. How much did they cost you? She asks. 1 million yen for 300 bottles. I can scarcely believe my ears. 300 bottles at 1 million yen for the lot. That's roughly 3,333 yen apiece. Turns out these 18 little bottles cost over 3,000 yen. Got ripped off, man, Chiri says. You really think so? Ah, yeah, you're probably right. He clings his head even more despondently.
That's like 30 bucks a bottle, man.
It's the sort of thing they sell in the 100 yen shops or something. Ouch, Chiri, moving in for a kill. 100 yen shops? Really? Mr. Yanagishita takes out the heaviest of size. Starting to feel pretty bad for the guy, actually. I don't want to get down, sir. I say, hoping to cover him. Yanagishita just lets out a sub-choked sigh. Why is sigh blue? A deep breath emphatically exhaled. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It was all a test. It was all a test. They put the bullshit blue ones just so you like stop clicking on them, and then they give out the secret.
That's crazy. I'm gonna kill myself. But I haven't even gotten that far ahead with Minorikawa, have I?
No, I think you did. Minorikawa did have a like keep out, so
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I did. Well, okay, I guess here you go. I guess here you go, man.
yeah, this schizophrenic plot. No, it's just
Yeah, bro, what's the say? Fucking key part of the fucking plot. What the fuck is a sigh, bro?
well, Toyama did let out a heavy sigh of resignation right now. It's very important. It's the scratch cards that win the 4-star general gossip.
Oh my, I'm gonna have to check every single one of these now. I don't care. If there's red text, I'm just firm on checking them. That's it.
Nah, man. That was where the problem is. And what is the problem? If you shine a light on the cards from behind, you can see where the winning symbols are. Whoa. I messed things up dealing with the printing company. All of this, he gestured vaguely. It's my fault, my responsibility. He proceeded to explain the situation in detail, but it was quick to leak on the internet that there was a way to find the winning symbols. And suddenly thousands of card holders turned up en masse to collect. Heaven Publishing was hit with a massive financial liability, and the employees rushed to flee a sinking ship. Before Toyama realized it, he was the only one left at the company, and he was up against the deadline for next month's 4-star general gossip. If I have to drop next month's issue, I'll be stuck in debt even deeper. And if that happens, I'm finished. Grandma gave a dismal groan. Dismal. So don't drop the issue, Minorikawa snapped. He pounded his fist right into the side of a cardboard box. But Toyama just shook his head weakly. I've been up for 3 days straight trying to fill the pages. It's not enough. I can't do the impossible. He dropped his gaze to the floor, counted the scratch cards as they scattered. Oh my god. They'd probably been amidst the pile that had fallen off the desk earlier. Each card showed a neat row of 5 win symbols. You can't know if it's impossible if you don't see it through. I'll never make it in time. The proof needs to be done by 8 o'clock this evening. The fastest reader known to man. Well then, Minorikawa thought to himself.
Yeah, bro, I got screenshot reading ability.
Bro is not reading. He let out a sigh, then held his hand out to run. Anna, would you mind giving me that hose? Anna gave her father a quick look, then handed the rubber hose to Minorikawa. This won't be necessary. He tossed the rubber hose into the trash, then jabbed his finger at Toyama. Show me the layout and the drop proposal for next month's issue. Toyama blinked a few times in disbelief. Huh? You can't possibly be serious. I'm trying to help. Now show me the layout and the proposal before I change my mind. After a brief, incredulous pause, Toyama hurried off to grab the paperwork. A layout, in publishing speak, is an outline of a magazine showing which articles will occupy which pages. Minorikawa gave it a quick once over, finding that 12 of the pages were still blank and untouched. He wanted to punch whatever writers had been assigned those pages. See what I mean? Toyama said. It's hopeless. He sounded perversely proud of his failure. Getting enough material to fill 12 pages by 8 o'clock. Yeah, it was definitely a tall order, alright. Says who? Minorikawa replied. Remember who you're talking to here. You seriously think you can do it? You're joking, right? Minorikawa shot back. I seriously know I can do it. There's nothing in this world that I hate more than a bad joke. Why are you doing this for me? Graham was getting misty-eyed. I'm not doing it for you, you spineless wimp. I'm doing this for poor little Hana. Minurkawa, I'm so sorry. Graham bowed his head so deeply Minurkawa thought he might put his face through the floor. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to your daughter. Oh, forgive me. Please forgive me, Anna. Graham clutched her tightly in his arms. The girl hugged him back on the verge of tears. Hey now, enough of the waterworks. I've got your backs. Don't you worry about a thing. Minurkawa picked up the draft proposal for the pages that needed filling. The words Shibuya Scuttlebutt Special were plastered across the cover sheet in big bold type. Okay, so a 12-page special edition block on Shibuya. Fair enough. What a coincidence. It's a game about Shibuya.
Oh my god.
And first in the docket. Drink yourself thin with burning hammer. What a coincidence. This reeked of a scam. The only way drinking more of something could make you lose weight would be if it were mixed with a laxative, probably. Still, there wasn't enough time to tweak the layout plan now. According to the proposal write-up, a product demo was scheduled for 1 p.m. that day. The location printed on the map was blurry and hard to make out, but Minurkawa had a rough idea where it was. It looked like he didn't have much of a choice but to swing by in the hopes of getting more material. He scanned further along into the proposal. Society of Surveillance, hidden cameras installed throughout Shibuya. The rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad. Where are they now? Washed up screenwriter showcase. Sexy Squared. Twins share top prize at local university beauty contest. Shibuya now. Black market organ trafficking in Shibuya. Shadowy foreign crime syndicate exposed. Those 7 pieces were to fill the 12 empty pages. That was the plan, at any rate. But there wasn't enough material there to make any headway. The Shibuya Now article didn't even have any proposed content. This sucked hardcore. It didn't look like there was much material for the rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad either. The note suggested that a few years prior, a group of youngsters in Shibuya had banded together to help fight crime in their neighborhoods. At this point, however, things had flipped around completely and had become a gang of street punks themselves. A turn to the dark side. Had the makings for an interesting article, to be sure, but tracking down this gang would take time. Minurkawa was personally intrigued by the one about organ harvesting in Shibuya. The rumor was that organs were being smuggled out of Southeast Asia and fenced locally at a tremendous price. There was even a plan to ascertain the authenticity of these claims. Fascinating. Minurkawa was going to be spending all day gathering other material, though. He didn't have much time to spare for it. Shibuya Now. The rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad. Black market organ trafficking in Shibuya? Minurkawa decided that one of these 3 would have to go. He thought about it long and hard as he started to draft the proposal. There was a good chance he'd really screw himself over if he picked the wrong one. Finally, he decided to cut.
Okay, so here's the thing. Shibuya Now, there's no draft there, so you can write any sort of bullshit about Shibuya, okay? These
Yeah,
these two are gonna take a lot of time, so it's best to remove one of the long-lasting ones, you know? He has good info on both of these, but like, which one should go? Like, okay, so obviously our doctor guy, I'm sure if I remove this one, this will have some implications with the doctor guy, you know?
maybe.
So I think removing this vigilante squad thing here is probably the right decision, I hope.
Decided to cut the rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad. Just tracking down the gang would take a ton of time. And if they refused to be interviewed, he was hosed. His goal was just to make sure that 4-star General Gossip made it to the press at all. Society of Surveillance. Where are they now? Sexy Squared. Those two pieces had individuals slated for interviews, but no appointments had been made with any of them. And scheduled interviews were a dicey prospect. Nurkar decided to call them up on his cell and as he made his way down the list. The only one he managed to get a hold of was Shinosuke Owara from the from the Where Are They Now piece. Said he'd be willing to give a 15-minute interview after 2:30. Nurkar sighed. He'd just have to get material from the others in a more impromptu fashion then. Took his nose to the grindstone and started throwing together a schedule for the day. Was it possible to get all that material and write it all up and still finish the whole thing by 8 o'clock? It was no use. It's no use! No matter how he tweaked it, none of his simulations ended up having a proof ready on time. Just need one more thing. And that was another rider. Minurkawa zoomed through his contact lists, calling up all the freelancers he knew. Results were depressing. Answering machines. Overseas on business. In a hospital. Currently doing time.
That's crazy. In the prison.
Before long, he'd called everyone he could think of, except for one novice freelancer, Chiaki Iso. Chiaki was a bit of an odd duck. A reporter who was scared of talking to people. Minurkar had never known anyone who became so hopelessly flustered in a one-on-one setting. Bro, if she could talk to people, she certainly couldn't do interviews.
Listen, man. It's gonna happen again.
It's gonna happen again. And if she couldn't get any real interview content, she wouldn't be able to write much in the way of copy. Would she come to his aid if asked? Quite probably. The issue was whether she would hinder more than help.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give Jackie a chance, you know? There's no way Jackie can fuck this shit up.
This was no time for beggars to be choosers. Minurkar decided to call up Chiaki. The phone rang several times before a sleepy voice finally answered. Hello? Chiaki, hi. It's Minurikawa. Are you free today? Huh? What? She seemed thrown by the abrupt question. It's 11 a.m., bitch. You just wake up? No, I mean... Well, yeah. Good morning. Your voice still sounded half asleep. So then I'm guessing you don't have any work slated for today, as usual? Pretty much. No work, no money, no food. Nothing to do except sleep. How do you pay rent? I'm not awake, I can't go on how hungry I am.
State money.
Damn. She didn't sound well. Almost like she literally didn't have anything to eat. Oh, I've got work for you. I'm over at 4-Star General Gossip. Get over here as soon as possible. What? You mean it? That seemed to finally wake her up. Yeah, but hurry. Nurkar decided he'd assign Chiaki to the Shibuya Now piece. I want you to start by getting interviews off the streets around Shibuya Station. Street interviews? Zoinks! Chiaki's voice came out of a nervous squeak.
Oh my god.
But Mr. Mino, street interviews aren't really my, Kid, you were just telling me how you couldn't afford to eat. Can you really afford to be picky right now? Well, I mean, I guess not. The piece is called Shibuya Now. Just interview at least 10 people and get me an article by 6 o'clock. Okay. He quickly explained the kind of interviews he was after, then hung up.
Sure, they should walk in.
Alright, I got it. That's another writer. We'll get through Toyama, somehow. Toyama shrugged gloomily. Yeah, well, the thing is, There's actually one more problem. Are you kidding me? Norikawa couldn't hide the irritation in his voice. What is it now? The loan company is sending a debt collector over at 4 o'clock. But as you can imagine, I don't have a single yen to give them. That's just an ideal, yeah? So what's the plan?
Vouch them.
Well, they've said that provisionally that if next month's issue gets published, they'll be willing to wait on repayment. Then there's no problem. The issue's coming out, guaranteed. But they're not going to take my word on that anymore. I'm going to need to prove it. If we could fill, say, half of the 12 pages by the time they show up, I could probably convince them. Alright, Minorikawa said wearily. So far, starters, we need 6 pages by 4 o'clock. We had to get all 12 pages done as it was. That made a perfect midpoint to shoot for. Any other problems you'd like to let me know about? No, Toriyama said. No, that's all. I really am sorry about this, Minorikawa. Again, he bowed his head low. Minorikawa felt distinctly awkward. Had known Toriyama for years and had never been
Kowtowed. It's like, well, what bro is doing right now in the picture.
okay, good. I've never seen this word before. Yeah, well, let me handle it. All right,
I'll handle it.
I'll
I'll
handle
lock
it.
in.
Minorikawa unfolded the map of Shibuya. First order of business was deciding where to begin getting content.
This is
He marked
live footage of us in the
this is live
studio.
footage of us figuring out what to play.
In the studio, bro. Is anything new come out? No.
Bro. What if we delay Yik 3 more months?
Dude. Surely. Deltarune will come out by the time Yik is up, so we can delay it even longer. Yik, how to do
Sure.
Persona 4 first?
He marked the editing office with a circle and considered where to head next. I drink sales demo, center guy. Where are they now? The theater. Society of Surveillance, Dominzaka, Endo Electronics. Sexy Squared, the Academy.
Midoriyama.
The diet the drink sales demo was at 1 o'clock. And the interview with Shinosuke Warai for Where Are They Now was slated for 2:30, so those times were set. The question was what to do in the interim.
Let's see, right now it's 11:30. There's no way an hour and a half to get there and do interviews and get to that. I don't know where okay, where is Dongenzaka in relation to this fucking center guy though? That's the problem. I wish I knew that.
Well, I'm gonna like steer you a little bit. Like, could this possibly affect Tama's story?
Thanks for the steering. Probably yes.
Positively or negatively?
Yes. Well, I will.
Yeah, well, at least think of it in that way, or maybe you could like.
I'll go
continue
to Tama. I'll go to
story.
Tama. Yeah, here's like this is like fucking me up because there's like, what if like I fucked up like 2 hours ago here and like then I have to go through all of it again.
Well, here's the thing: if you get to a to be continued, that means that anything you've done like before that is like the right way. Everything is like completely correct.
So if there's no way I did the wrong choice here. What you're saying?
I mean, maybe you could have done a wrong choice, but it would affect a different plotline, not like Minorikawa's.
Okay, I'm going back to Tama. I'm just gonna get a bad ending with Tama and that'll decide my choice. Oh my god. Me and the me and the boys at the local pub. Giving the bar 1 gold coin to play as the latest.
The latest bang
Fuck, what's the word I'm looking for?
tune.
No. I don't know where this joke is going anymore, man. I gave up. I try again. It'll be okay. It helps you make lose weight. It is spicy and it does make you sweat. No, I'm not trying to follow, Tree says. How much are you selling these bottles for, boss? 15,000 yen per bottle. Let's see. Wait, let's say. Okay, sure. What? Chibi's jaw practically hits the floor. Mine does the same. No way. Nuh-uh, no freaking way. How that price point
Tama, you already
absurd.
are on the floor.
We must begin to do it justice. Look, selling it at that price is my only option. I need to cover my costs. Anyway, please, I need you to work your hardest. Parents committed to this insane course of action. Okay, Chibi replies. It's more like a side and a pepper response, but I can't blame her. As for me, I can't. I'm not gonna tell him it's a scam. I'm gonna be happy. I behind the words, I'm so flabbergasted. Yeah, I try to murmur. Sorry, what was your name again? He interjects. Alright, I'm Tama. Why are you still wearing your costume? I stumble my way through the explanation. Wow, so now you're gonna do a sales demo like that? What if I can't take the mask costume off? I don't have much of a choice, do I? No, that won't do at all. I hired you to be a model. If you're swearing at the thing, then what's the point? Well, that's for words. I point exactly what she's missing. It's not like I'm wearing this setup because I want to. Well, just get it off here, Tree says with a big grin. She pulls a massive pair of scissors out of her bag. The bits make unsettling snip sound as she waggles them in my face. Well, you can't do that, English explains. That suits a rental. I don't want to have to hear the thing. What am I supposed to do? I ask. He looks at me uncertainly. Maybe you could have someone from the rental place come down, Tree suggests, before helping herself to the rest of my lunch. Oh, hey, good idea, Hinagishita says. He seems to be making an effort to calm himself down at least. Just trying to grin and burst until Ventama. Well, I guess that's it. That's that then. I'm sure we'll get it off eventually, I say. Hopefully before our demo. That's the spirit. I really should be my model. A model, huh? It's flattering, but I can't help but wonder. Would they be any good at that? There's no time to be timid. You need money no matter what. She's not cutting that costume off. My was also earlier this morning. When I got infected by the UV virus. I was at the knick-knack shop on the guy. It happened to pass by and I spotted a red necklace in his brain in the storefront. And I got this weird sensation when I saw it. It made me call it deja vu, something like that. It was as if I'd been drawn to it somehow. This was mine. I was sure of it. I wanted it. No, I needed to make it mine. As soon as I possibly could. That's how strong the feeling was. The price was 40,000 yen. I just remembered repeatedly, but I only had 20,000 on me. Nevertheless, I need to have it. There was just one question: how? Get the job. Job application job scare. Somehow I managed to drag myself away from the shop. Just a few minutes later, I ran into Mr. Yanagishita.
Ooh, job application.
Hey, a
Ooh.
voice said out of nowhere. If you want, I can pay you 10,000 for a day's work. I myself staring at this frumpy, middle-aged man who was handing me his business card. Very cool. Oh my god, he's so happy. I'm in a real bind here. Need some extra help. Would you mind coming with me? I'm begging you, just one day. Seems pretty sketchy.
That's a smile of desperation.
As much as I needed some money for that.
Not of happiness.
Reckless, I wasn't going anywhere with some random weirdo. We ignored him and just tried to walk off. Please, please. I just took up Neil's hand. Watch the pal, I snapped, and off her shouting for help. Please don't like that, just hear me out. Look, I'm in a hurry. Please, please. Knock it off. I spun purposely away from him, yanking my hand away from his grip. That's crazy. Bro hit that. Yeah, I just rode through the air and fell into the bushes. Whoa, where'd that come from? He gasped. So that's why he has the bandage on. Haha. His eyes are wide as saucers. You have martial arts or something? No, I think it was just a fluke. Truth was, I was biting myself while I pulled off an escape move. Okay then. Look, I'm sorry. Can you give me a hand? No way. No, I mean, give me your hand. My hip's killing me here. Ow. I guess the least I could do was help the guy get on his feet. Look, why are you hounding me so much? Please, don't be angry. The moment I saw you, I just felt it. You're the only person who could possibly do his job for me. On the other side, but my interest was immediately piqued. What kind of job? I needed a sales rep for a health supplement. I want you to do PR as a lighting success story for my product. Just look at you. You have the body of an actress. Sales are gonna go through the roof. But it was hard to feel offended when he told me that. The job didn't seem as fishy as I initially suspected. Alright, maybe I'm interested, I said. There's only just one thing. Yeah, whatever it is, I'm sure I can handle it. I need 20,000 yen as soon as possible. So if they only pays 10,000. Alright then. If you can sell a sales event, I'll throw in another 10,000 as a bonus. How's that sound? I certainly couldn't think of any other way. I was going to earn 20,000 yen in a single day. This might be exactly the week I needed. But yeah, deal. You have my services for the day, it says bowing my head. Yes! You know, to jump for joy. What about ship? Huh? Oh yeah, it's better now. All better. Fix it selfish now. You should have bowed me, please. I gave him a
The
dubious
silliness
look.
cannot be contained.
Look, I'm sorry, he added hurriedly. I wasn't trying to pull a fast one on you, I'm honest. I was just scouting for talent, and I saw you and Will. I was trusting this guy, right? The best idea. We started to worry just a little bit about whether he'd actually pay up. Look, it's take everything in the sales demo later he went on. This is the make or break opportunity for a lifetime. Sure. I'll be honest with you, I'm in a ton of debt. 2 million yen. 2 million. Managed to stone taken of a favorite entity. If you don't pay it back at the end of the day, then boy, howdy am I. Up to quick without a paddle. How did you even get in this situation? I asked. He gazed skyward, a far off look in his eyes.
Those loan sharks that are in the field, they have having like two people like owing like a millions of yens. They have to like pay up on the same day.
That's crazy. Because if he knows he has no chance of winning sometimes, a man just has to stand up and fight. Because a girl like you wouldn't understand. He laughed and smiled at his own words, but he was right. I'm sure I saw him sound in the silence. Anyway, real quick. Did you put this on? He said in English, basically rummaged through his bundle. And at first the cat costume out towards me. What? Here? Yeah, before a sales event, you gotta hand out some samples. The job's already started, you know. And with that, Mr. Nixta went about getting him into the masculine suit. Come back around, it was a pretty ridiculous turn of events. So, if I'm going to get my hands on that necklace, I have to take my chance that this job will pay out. There's a knock at the door. Oh, that beams, naturally asks. Customer ready? No, it's the loan sharks. He puts the heads outside. No way, that's just a customer, Chewie says. I mean, right? She goes from 2 little bottle of iced tea. The one's gonna buy something such as that is this. I guess not, I agree. The only thing I can really say about Birmingham is that it's spicy. Anyhow, Chewie says. Wanna get something to eat? Chewie, just ate lunch. 2 lunches. And that's an amazing Chinese buffet. Buffet? Buffet.
Buffet.
Wanna come along? Because I'm gonna dominate. Huh? Something I plan to chow my way through every item on the menu. Before I can respond, I hear a sudden outburst in the hallway.
She's guzzling that shit, bro.
What the hell are you being? Okay. Maybe, just maybe, I should switch to another character to stop whatever's about to happen. Because I have a feeling in my tummy that this is not gonna be good. Who is even close? Let's see, 11:40. It's Minoru Kawa who's closest. Osawa has nothing to do with any of these fucking people, man. He's just there. It's just a long text. All of these times to be long text and nothing else.
I don't know, man. I'm not spoiling.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go to the demo earlier. I think that's probably the correct decision. Because he'll be having an interview and the guy won't show up. Ho ho ho.
Maybe. It was a little early, but maybe he should just go to Center Guy and start gathering material about the diet and drink sales demo. Once the event started, things might be too busy for him to get any FaceTime. If he got there ahead of time, he'd be able to ask more questions. Okay, I'll write it out. And don't even think about doing anything stupid while I'm gone. Got it? Nurikawa tossed the draft proposal into his bag and hurried out of Heaven Publishing. I wonder about that choice from like half an hour ago where you like told the taxi guy, hey, wait here.
Wait here, he's not getting paid.
He's not getting paid. Preparations for the Burning Hammer Diet Drink sales demo seemed to be well underway when he arrived at the Nokani building. Nurikawa could hear voices from somewhere ahead as he made his way down the corridor. He knocked on the door, and a tired-looking man poked his head out. Yes, can I help you? Hi, my name is Nurikawa. I'm a freelance writer. I'd like to interview you about the Burning Hammer. Huh? Oh, an interview!
Oh my
The man's
god.
face lit up with an enormous smile. Are you the person in charge then? Nurikawa asked. That's me. Name's Junichi Yanagishita. Thanks for your interest in Burning Hammer. Drink all you want and just burn those pounds away. Zing! Instant sales pitch, huh? Well, at least the guy was confident in his product. Is that tagline actually true? Mirko asked. The more you drink, the more you lose. Absolutely. Have a try it for yourself, and you'll see. Here, a free sample. Yanagishita produced a small bottle from his jacket pocket. It was filled with some kind of red liquid. So this is Burning Hammer, huh? Yes, and I don't mind telling you, it's a fantastic product. The proud smile on Yanagishita's face spread from ear to ear. Mirakawa opened the bottle. Oh hey, Yanagishita said quickly. Before you drink that, you're not on an empty stomach right now, are you? Mirakawa blinked. What? Well, it's just if you drink the product on an empty stomach, how do I put this? There's some minor health. I mean, it's just the body might not, or it's just, Look, don't sweat the details, it's fine. I didn't have any breakfast this morning, eh? Bro.
Bad ending, it's
Bro,
over,
shut that
it's
shit
over,
down.
it's over.
He took the tiny ball back and landed in a single go.
This is a bad ending, right?
Alright, keep reading. It didn't taste bad, really. In fact, it didn't taste like much of anything. Not much flavor, huh? He said. Well, it starts out that way in the beginning. Are you feeling alright? Alright, how? You said no, alright. Alright. Are you sure you're feeling fine? Look, what is it? Mirakawa asked. If you want to say something, just say it. Well, alright then. It turns out that if you drink it on an empty stomach, some nasty stuff can happen. Nasty stuff? Meaning what exactly? You'll see. First, there's a tingling sensation on the tongue. Indeed, an uncomfortable tingling was starting to spread along Mirakawa's tongue. After that, your whole body starts to get hot, like whoosh. Mirakawa felt the flush spread across his skin. He would start sweating all over, so it was practically streaming from his pores. A sort of steam will start coming out of your ears and nose.
That's crazy.
Whatever began to gush from his ears and nostrils as if the kettle had reached the boil. And finally... Before Mirakawa could hear what the last thing was, his body launched into the air like a rocket. His head crashed into the ceiling and he crumpled right back to the floor. It felt like his heart might shoot out from his throat at any moment. Yeah, it goes kind of like that, Yamagashita finished. Looked down at Mirakawa with pity in his eyes. It goes kind of like that. What the hell are you thinking, selling something like this? Well, this isn't a tide aid. It's a death trap. Mirakawa shuddered, his whole body racked in pain. Well, be fair now, I did ask whether or not you were on an empty stomach. Go to hell, you psychopaths! You can't be allowed to sell this poison. I'm taking you down! Twitching his pen as if it were a sword, Mirakawa lurched to his feet, his mind little more than a blur.
This is gonna be a Tama bad ending, somehow.
Die! He
Oh.
lunged for his foe.
Oh, I thought he would like write like a horrible review, and like Tama will not get paid, and it's over for Tama. No, he just like kill him.
And like shit screamed. For the course of the next 2 hours, Mirakawa chased the died drink salesman around the building in a berserk phase. And when someone finally alerted the police, it took 4 officers to subdue him, and when he finally came to his senses in his detention cell, the 4-cell General Gossip deadline had long since passed. He turned and faced the wall, muttering to himself, "If only I'd eaten breakfast."
Okay, so the answer is don't go there early, because apparently the guy screaming at the bro in the hallway was bro.
It was, bro. Yeah.